Hello, this is my reflection for the social touch point 3 that we just completed. I'm going to go over the questions. What prep did you do that helped you stay on time, not read your presentation, and engage the audience? I think one thing that helped me stay on time and engage the audience was the practicing of the previous two touch points. I was very nervous the first touch point that we did while presenting to everybody, but as we did those, I felt more comfortable with them and I wasn't that nervous during this touch point. Another thing that helped me was I would type up what I was going to say as if I was reading it, and then go through and read it several times that day and slowly try to use it less and less and kind of memorize what I was going to say, but also going off cues that were on my slide. And so it would be more like talking to the audience, not just reading. What is the most innovative, creative intervention and/or outcome presented? I would have to say, with our presentation that we just did, Janice always has very compelling evidence. She always has a lot of facts, a lot of big numbers, kind of grabs your attention. And I think her project has the outcome that could impact her community the most. Heart failure is a big deal, and if her project is successful, which I'm sure it can really help a lot of the patients with their readmission rates. What was the most difficult aspect of this term? The most difficult aspect of this term for me was the operational definitions over everything else we did. I don't understand them. Um, I can't understand them. I've read about them. They're just very confusing to me. I understand it's a way to measure, your aim or balancing, but I can't wrap my head around it. One thing that's helped me kind of overcome it was this evening before everyone did our presentations, we kind of invited everybody about 30 minutes early. I sent out an invitation and we talked some, and I asked the other students in my group if they would go over their operational definitions with me for their aim and balancing measure. I presented mine, we discussed it, they helped me some, and I definitely think that helped me the most and has helped me overcome the not understanding the operational definitions. What advice do you have for incoming 740 students? Run. No, I'm just kidding. Stay ahead. Make sure that this isn't a class where you cannot understand something and just keep going and just push through it. You really have to understand it. If you don't understand it in the beginning of the class, it's going to come back in the end. So just stay ahead for sure and really try to understand what's going on. What gives you the most angst about next term? I actually had to look that word up, and I thought the definition of severe anxiety or dread fit it pretty appropriately. I think I'm pretty anxious about next term. I'm excited to implement my project, but I am nervous. I'm scared that people won't be receptive to it. I'm scared that while I'm not there, since I do work 1 week and then I'm off 1 week, I'm scared that while I'm not there, my project will cease to exist. I'm going to try to increase my presence and go to school, not school, but go to the hospital frequently during that time to help with the project and hopefully work a lot with the project on weeks I'm off. But the thing that gives me the most anxiety about next term is my project just not happening while I'm not physically at work. But that's my reflection. Thank you for listening to it. Have a good day.